Welcome to today's episode of Relationships Turned On. Today's episode is about, it's a great topic, why you've stopped being playful and how to get it back. And then if you're listening on YouTube, the thumbnail to this is actually From Lovers to Logistic Partners, What Happened to Us. The reason I love that thumbnail so much is because this is constantly a topic in sessions. They don't have any fun. They don't have any playfulness. They don't have any passion. The only thing they talk about is kids, logistics, how to run the house, who's going where, like the boring stuff, right? I'm not saying kids are boring. I'm saying the logistics is quite boring, right? There is no passion. There is no fun. There's no spark. When we do the chores, we do the jobs, we just do them. We don't flirt anymore in the kitchen. We don't be silly. We don't play around. There's no time and space for that now because we're grown up adults with responsibilities. This is one of my biggest pet peeves, only because I understand how it happens. I get that. I get life gets busy. We get a lot of pressure. We're exhausted. We're just trying to get through. I get all of that. I really do. But what frustrates me the most is this part can be the best part of your relationship. This part can be the reason your cortisol, your stress levels go down. This part can be the reason your oxytocin goes up, your love and bonding hormone. And so I just want to say, this episode is very important for all couples, no matter where you're at, no matter whether you've got some little bit of fun in there, but not enough, you've got none in there, or wherever you're at, it doesn't matter. In the beginning, if you think about to the start of your relationship, what did you have? You spent quality time together. You had fun. You dressed up for each other. You had playfulness. You were intentional around your dates. You put your phones away. You had eye contact. You made an effort with conversation. You asked questions. You were interested. You were engaging. You put your best foot forward. Even if you were staying in, you would be silly, you would be playful, you would be in close proximity to one another. Even if you were getting dessert ready, you would be being silly in the kitchen together. You would be fun and joyful and playful, and all of this has stopped. We become boring, responsible adults. Hopefully not too much. Hopefully not all of us. But some of us do become boring adults. And then the flirting, passion, spontaneity, the joy, the fun all dies. And it is the worst thing for your relationship because there is no release valve. It is just the grind. It is the mundane day to day. Again, it's a mundane conversation. It's the reason there's many reasons. One of the reasons as well people check out. There needs to be more than just housemates. There needs to be more than just sharing children. There needs to be more than just logistics to run a home. To keep you together and to keep you connected and to keep you in love, there has to be some fun. There has to be some playfulness, some silliness, some joy. There has to be close proximity. Here's my first tip. I want you to know the first thing is not everything has to be about logistics. Not everything has to be a serious conversation. Not everything has to be a deep check-in in your relationship. There should be space for fun, for joy, and for play. You need to set some time to have a no logistics time. And what that means is if you go on a walk or you're having dinner together, sure, get the logistics out of the way, talk about it, and then put a stop to it. Say you're going to talk about logistics for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And then after that point, it's off the table. This is so you can connect deeper, so you can have fun conversations, so you can have trivial conversations, so you can be a bit silly and playful. It is so you can have other types of conversations because there is so much logistics. I get it. And you probably have limited time. I get it. However, your relationship is more important. So we need to move it up the totem pole, put it up to number one, and you need to cut off logistics talk. At a certain time, stop being managers, stop being parents, and just be husband and wife, just be man and woman, just be in the relationship and just have human fun conversations, okay? Number two is start micro flirting. So what I mean by this is tease each other a little bit more, touch more, wink more, be silly a bit more, even when doing things like the chores, even when hanging out washing, like whatever it might be. It doesn't have to be serious. Flirting, use some text messages, have eye contact, have some inside jokes, brushing past each other like in the kitchen or whispering something cheeky to each other when you're out and about. Whatever it might be, just find ways to start doing little bits of flirting here and there. It makes a difference. And if you want to increase passion and intimacy, it starts everywhere else other than the bedroom. So these are the things that actually improve passion and intimacy too. Number three is do something new together. Break out of the mundane. My gosh, novelty is actually rocket fuel for chemistry. And so your brain craves variety. So give it something different. Now, not 24/7, you're going to want variety. But yes, sometimes don't always do the same thing. Maybe take a dance class, go on a new hike or a new walk, cook a dish together. Do something different to keep some spark, some joy, some spontaneity, some freshness alive in your relationship, especially important when we've been together for a while. It's new things and new experiences are so good. And here's the thing, even if the experience turns out to be something that neither of you like, fine. It's a funny story. It's still a shared experience, whether you like it or not. And it creates closeness, even if you don't like it. So it's a good idea regardless. Number 4 is stop waiting to feel desire. Create conditions for it. So the biggest trap I see a lot of people is they don't have any space. They have no space. They have no want or understanding or can't figure out how to even slow down to have the space for desire. Desire doesn't just show up and go, here I am in a long-term relationship. It is a response to connection, to presence, to feeling emotionally safe. So you have to have that carved out, interrupted time. There's no way around it. Phones away, no jobs or chores or responsibilities, just each other. If you can go out to lunch together, kid free for an hour or two, if you can do something that gets mental bandwidth back, that gets a good conversation, good connection, then that creates more desire. It doesn't just show up on its own. And I think that's the biggest pitfall. People are waiting for like this neon flashing sign moment of like, it's here. Like I have the fun and the spark and the joy and the connection, and now I have desire and now I want to be intimate. You have to create this. It is not just going to show up on its own. It is not. And number 5, my favorite, I think, is bringing back the banter. Like joy disappears when everything's so serious. Start playing again. Tell each other silly stories of things that happen. Even if you think the other person thinks it's mundane, whatever, they won't actually. I have this conversation with couples all the time. Oh, it's so boring. It's the same old thing. Your partner is interested in you. Play games together. Ask light-hearted questions like you're getting to know one another again. Here's an idea. Ask this question. What's something you did as a teenager that would shock me? Ask different interesting questions, and there's a myriad of them on the internet too that you can pull from. Get creative. Like, let's stop staying in our little bubble saying these things don't work or I can't do them. Nothing works if you don't use it. Absolutely nothing. 0%. You have to use them, and you can be surprised by your partner. Let there be room for your partner to surprise you. So if you're saying, oh, they won't like that, they won't do that, you're already counting them out of the game. How do you really know unless you give it a shot? So I would love to know, what's the one thing you're going to do from listening to this episode? Because I have to say, if we can get more couples with play, joy, passion back into their relationships, the divorce rate will be so low. It'll be minuscule. And that's exciting to me. I think that's like keeping families together, keeping couples together. How great is that? And not only that, but keeping couples together that demonstrate a healthy, happy relationship to their kids, if they've got them, is so great, because that means we're going to have a new generation of children that know how to have healthy, happy relationships, which is just so important, so incredible. It actually contributes to the longevity and the health of their life, all of these amazing things. So even their success in life based on their relationship. So it goes, the topic of relationships actually runs deep. That's why I do what I do, because it's not even just about the two adults sitting in front of me. Of course it is, but it has this huge ripple effect. Has ripple effects on family and friends when they see each other, them relating differently. Has effects on the kids. It has effects, massive ripple effects, even just one couple being more peaceful, happy, and joyful. And like I said, this, I believe, should be the best part of your relationship. It should be the best part of your life. It should be the one part where, no, it won't be always rainbow, sunshine. Of course not, there'll be hard seasons and all the things, but you should have this with one another and cultivate it. Don't expect it just to show up, but do something different. Cultivate it. Send that cheeky text, send something. Like, do something different to surprise and delight one another. So what's something you could do to surprise and delight your partner today? I'd love to hear. Please hit subscribe. Help this get out to more and more people, and I can bring you more amazing episodes for you to listen to. If you've got a suggestion of something you'd like me to talk about on the podcast, feel free to hit me up. You can let me know at support@laurapresscounselling.com.au. I'd love to hear from you.